Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays the Beorning, and today we are in our first episode recorded from update 18. Though since I'm on a Beorning in the middle of Rohan, it doesn't make much difference on what you're seeing there. I did make a quick trip to Beacon Watch before this episode, and I didn't see much difference over there. Perhaps someone sharper eyed than I could have noticed it. But let's not worry about that for the moment. Instead, let's worry about Horn, who is standing here at the front of Edoras. Hello, Horn.
Speak with me when you are ready.
We have come once again to Edoras, this time in the company of both Corridon and Nona. Are you ready to walk through the streets and speak once more with Eowyn? Let me know if you are prepared. Allies of Wormtongue could be anywhere, and we must be alert. Oh yes, we must be alert.
Let us remain alert.
Let's
Allies
go.
of Wormtongue could be anywhere. We have returned to Edoras and should see how Eowyn fares with her duties.
And you can see all we see up ahead are a few children. This way, Pineclaw. We will find the Lady Eowyn and see how her efforts have progressed while we saw to the will of her brother in Aldburg. Alright. This way, everyone. Alright. Oops. Kid runs away. Another kid runs away. There she is, I told you. Greetings, children. How fares the city? Why should we tell you anything? We have done nothing to cause you insult. What would your father say to this discourtesy? How should we know? They're all gone. Because of dundlings like her. Nona's hands are clenched and her eyes ablaze. Step aside, Pineclaw. I will not listen to these children speak ill of my people. You need to learn something, weak-legged foals. Get out of here, Dunleding witch! You know nothing of my land. We know enough. Your people want to kill us all. How many Dunledings have you slain, small one? What? How about you? How many Dunledings have you killed? None, but we are not yet of age. I have slain more than 24 Dunledings. They were allies who killed my brother, servants of Saruman. Have you nothing to say? Well? Have you nothing to say? Can you teach us how to fight? Oh well, that was a change in attitude. Ha! I did not expect this turn, Pineclaw. It seems our Nona has an effect even on the children of Rohan. If Horn is not cautious, he may find she has little time for him, so busy when she is instructing these children in swordplay. You should go ahead, my friend, and find Eowyn outside of Meduseld. It may take us some time to get there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's going to take some time. Alright, well, I better hurry up then, and let's see if I can find... Oh yeah, trying to remember how to... Yeah, there's the meat hall up there. Meduseld. A nice, bright, shiny day. What can go wrong? I know, whenever you say that, that is guaranteeing something is going to go wrong, because that is the way of such things. Hello. And, oh, hang on, where? it does help if I make the proper turns. Okay, here we go. Up here. And up here. And there she is. Hello, Eowyn. Eowyn listens to your report of your visit to Underharrow and Auburn. I fear we did not root out all of Grima's allies when we last were in Edoras Pineclaw. I believe someone interferes with my efforts to empty the city. Someone cut holes in the sacks of grain we set by and damaged the wheels of one wagon I did not think needed guarding. Kelflad saw a suspicious figure flee from the city in the north. Speak to her and see if she can provide you with a description of the man. If we do not know his appearance, we will not be able to prevent him from doing more damage, should he return. Find her outside her home, to the northeast. Okay, let us go to the northeast. And I think that's that woman we just passed by a moment ago. Wow, accidentally going the wrong, or is this someone? Yeah, here she is. Okay, that would be Chaelflood? Yeah. Hello, Chaelflood. I will help you with anything I can, Pineclaw, if it will help with Lady Eowyn catch the man. Ask me what you will, and I will tell you what I remember of the man I saw. Ask me what you will, and that is, ask her lots of questions. Okay, and I don't think you need me to tell her everything on her. She is just waiting for her husband to return from war. And what did you see? Oh, this morning, certainly before sun up, I walked through the lanes of the city and I wanted to impress upon my memory every detail of my home. It was a sad walk down the gates. Just inside the gates, a wagon was waiting for supplies to be loaded. Standing next to it, in the shadows, I saw a man. You notice in the shadows, so it made things difficult. Okay, so that's very generic so far. And then she tells us what he was wearing. Might as well show. Okay, so a little bit on there. And how is his hair distinctive? I know, not too distinctive here. I know anyone could be wearing like that. Are you certain about how he is dressed? Well, he has this pendant on. And then about his hair. So yes, other than the fact that we have this yellow bit on the armor and this yellow and red pendant, there isn't much to see about that. Oh, hello, Eowyn. A very good Pineclaw. We must need confirmation of how we are able to obtain it. Another citizen of Edoras is claiming to have seen the man. Follow the road to the north and speak to let's see, Elfberg. If her description matches that of Chaelflad, then we'll be able to trust their memory of the man. Yes, that's right. Not assuming that any single account is necessarily going to be correct. Alright, see? So let us go here, and I think this is our actually, she's the one I think we passed her. Hello, Elfberg. Now, she doesn't have a quest on here, so we just have to speak to her without that. Alright, what did you see? Right, I wake up early on most mornings. Yes, okay. Anyway, so here's our picture of the villain. What's he wearing? It was dark, so she couldn't see the armor very well, so... And are you certain about how he's dressed? Okay, maybe... See, so it's a little bit closer, maybe, to the yellow, but not... Certainly... But only if it were... dark, I mean. They apparently see color slightly differently, which is not unusual. Alright, so it looks like he has a beard, though why that needed prompting, I don't know. Is he holding anything? It looks like that's an axe, but then I suppose that an axe could be easy distinguished there. Let's see, are you certain about how he was dressed? Yeah, anything else about him? Aha! So the only thing that is, the fact that they're both in armor and they have yellow hair, but we're in Rohan during a time of war. That's not all that hugely unusual, but they both have the pendant there. Hello there. Oh, hang on. Oh. Anyone here who has seen the most recent Bingo Boffin episode? And yeah, I know there's and this is being filmed a few hours before the next one after that is. The first one, the one in Cliving, Cliving, is... we'll understand why it's taking a sudden pause in there being a medallion like that. So I think it actually ties in a way with the Bingo Boffin episode. I think that's rather good timing on that matter. So that's something to consider then. So that it could actually, in theory, be two different people if you had two different people wearing distinctive medallions of that sort. Because it's something that maybe was being worn by some enemies of Rohan. Okay, that's something to consider. Yes, there are many men of blonde hair and beards in Rohan Pineclaw, but this brooch sounds distinctive. A red gemstone in the shape of an eye is not a common adornment among my people, but it could be among enemies of the people. An eye? This is how we will be able to find the treacherous snake and keep him from doing any further harm. Yeah. So therefore, at this point, it looked like to me that yes, no way in the world could there be two people wearing it. But now, I suspect that something like that is going to be common among the enemies. But of course, fortunately, the good news is that if we find someone like that, we know they're an enemy.
A picture begins to form.
Yes, the writings of your recovered from Grima Chambers spoke of a vague and shrouded terms in order to keep the identities of the allies a secret. But we have found a few of them already. Hebecca, Leofig, and Fortheri have been defeated or imprisoned for their part in Grima's schemes. But it seems there is a fourth conspirator. It seems he used several names among the Ednoth and Yoding. That there may have been more that we do not know of. But yes, there are probably more that we don't know of. But now that we have a common thread, our mysterious foe seems overly fond of blood-red brooches, and it is by this jewelry that we will know him. We cannot risk his return. Only by tracking their secret enemy can we ensure that he does not cause more harm and deadlier mischief.
Our mysterious foe seems to have fled Edoras to the north.
Our mysterious foe seems to have fled Edoras to the north. There are a few settlements in that direction, but my guess is that he is making his way for Stoke in the Broadacres. You and your companions travel there in haste to Stoke, there to see if you can apprehend this ally of Grima Wormtongue before he can wreak havoc further. Reeve Frithild rules in Stoke, and she has been an inspiration to me since I was very young. Her strength is second to no man, and she has earned the respect of all who dwell in her riding. Still, this is not the sort of danger for which she is best suited. She faces enemies that attack over the fields and engage them in open battles. not snakes in the grass that strike from in hiding. Bring news of the secret to her, and warn her that he may lurk within Stoke. I do not know what evil webs he might be yet to spin. Alright, then it is time for us to head out to Stoke. Let's see. Right. I don't think I want to worry about Magla or anything like that. That is something to the section that we decided to skip. Because I think the idea there is to do one of the writings in thoroughly rather than doing each of the writings in piecemeal. That's the reason why I chose to do all of the Eastfold, is because I was able to complete the Eastfold and get the skill point for it. So therefore, that's the one piece of advice there, if you're willing to take any from me, is that if you have a choice between doing a little bit of each or all of one, do all of one so you could get the skill point. Now, of course, if you've got time, you're not doing a series with only 20-minute episodes 2 or 3 times a week, then you might just want to do all 4 of them. That's probably the best, especially if you're wanting to get as many skill points as possible. But I don't have that luxury. Hello, Mithrin dear. Well met again, Pineclaw. I have heard of trouble in the Beorning. Well, I happen to be going right in that direction. But I must continue my search for Ekerbrand, Grimbold, and Elfhelm, for I can find no trace of them since the fords. Will you go to the Broadacres in my stead and lend what aid you can? Search for Hulak in the town of Stoke. That may be a good start. Well, alright. Well, we'll see about that. I don't think I will be doing all of Stoke, because as I said, I'm in a situation where doing 20-minute episodes and all that, I do wonder. I've been trying to hold each season to under 200 episodes, and I'm starting to creep up high in the numbers. Not too sure I could go and do all of Stoke and meet that deadline, but we'll see. And anyway, I do need to get to 95 before I... Actually, I really don't have the level 95 to do Helm's Deep. I still haven't decided on that also, now I have to admit, because Helm's Deep means epic battles, and oh, that can get tiresome. I think not only from my point of view, but I have a feeling from any viewer's point of view also. So I have to see how I handle that. I'll probably maybe... how is it that I do that one wrong every single time? Somehow I always manage to get... That's only a small little spot in this entire area, and I think every time I turn around there, I manage to ram straight into that structure. But where was I saying? Oh yes, Helm's Deep. I'm trying to see how I do it. I'll probably maybe do 1 or 2 of the epic battles, but not do all of them, because I have a feeling doing 5 episodes with nothing but epic battles is just going to be, yeah, tiresome to view. So therefore, let me finish on my way, and I will meet you over in the next episode when we reach the Broadacres and Stoke. Until then, this is Pineleaf Needles, reminding you to skirmish responsibly.